Hey guys, Potato here. If you're wondering why I haven't uploaded in the past few days, it's because of this video's existence. I recorded over an hour of this game, so grab a snack, this is gonna take a while. That being said, greetings everyone, this is Potato Hedgehog, and welcome back to The Last of Us Part 2. Also known as Neil Druckmann's golfing simulator.
Get it? Because it's funny.
Yeah, whatever. In the last episode, I don't remember. I have spent the past few days editing this video, because if you haven't noticed, it's over an hour long.
I question your sanity sometimes, Potato.
I question my own sanity sometimes, Squid Bun. Shut up.
Never.
That being said, saddle up, motherfuckers. This is gonna be a long episode. And we're stuck with Squidward and Ellie for most of it, but we're not playing as the murderer, so that's fun.
Matter of fact, I don't think we get to play as Abby until like way later in the game.
Fine by me. As long as we're not playing as a murderer, then it's all good with me.
Well, that's what the note said.
Oh, and we're in Seattle. You know, because...
I gotta question how Ellie and Dina got to Seattle in the first place. They couldn't have rode by horseback, right?
I think they did ride by via horseback. And don't underestimate horses, they're fucking fast.
I guess. So, Potato, gotta ask,
What, Moshe?
what do you think of this game?
I mean, as compared to Part 1 Remastered, Part 2 is definitely more gorgeous than Part 1 Remastered. The gameplay is better, and the clickers don't seem to kill you in one shot, so can't complain about that. But story-wise, it fucking sucks as compared to the first game. That's all I'm going to say on the matter until we beat the game, because, hoo boy, I have a lot to say about this game. Calling it a game, actually. This is a fucking movie as compared to the first game.
Hi, guys. Potato here. I have been editing this video for days now and I am in desperate need of blood. Also, my microphone is busted and I didn't want to leave you guys without any audio, so I am using a text-to-speech program to convey my speech to you. I am looking into a way to fix my audio jack so I can keep using my own voice like normal.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. We're gonna try to fix this before the next video drops, so bear with us. Hold on a sec, Potato, why do I sound like Cortana?
Moshi, this is all we could afford. You know we don't have a good budget. Don't complain, you have Jen Taylor coming out of your gullet.
Huh, I suppose that's one way to look at it.
See, it's not all bad, Squid Buns.
Yeah, but you do know we're still playing The Last of Us Part 2, right?
Unfortunately, I'm aware. Allow me to convey my emotions via this appropriate sound clip. And that is how you survive a clicker attack.
What? Through absolute fear and pants pissing.
Moshi, shut up.
Fuck you, I do what I want.
And suddenly, he had his mic back.
Don't get it twisted, folks. Potato's audio jack is still kind of fucked up, so we're just working with what we can.
Yeah, what the squid said. I am actually using my Turtle Beach headset on my phone, so that's how I'm recording my audio. It also doesn't help that my phone's battery runs out like a son of a bitch, so that's a problem.
And did we mention that we've taken several days to edit this video, considering, well, it's over an hour long in editing.
Yeah, I should really stop recording long videos because it's gonna burn me out again. But like I said, I do want to get this game out of the way, considering what Moshi and I have seen.
And it's gonna get worse, from hearsay anyway.
Alright, we appear to have gas. Now what do we do with said gas?
Well, we do have to get gas.
Oh right, we're traveling somewhere to get gas, so we don't exactly have it yet.
By the way, Potato,
Yes, Moshe?
obligatory stealth in a few seconds.
Why?
Because infected.
But why because infected?
Because remember, the game has to remind you that there are zombies in this game.
Not zombies, infected.
Right. You've been watching Wow Such Gaming, haven't you?
Yep, because I know that these are not zombies, these are infected. And it looks like we've got runners. Oh, and The Last of Us Part 2 has a prone mechanic. I'm not sure why it has it, but apparently Ellie and eventually Abby can sneak in tall grass. This wasn't a thing in Part 1, but it's a welcome addition to Part 2, I guess.
Thou hast been detected, you idiot.
Oh, right, because I don't know how to stealth! Stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Oh, and the clickers don't kill you in one hit, because if this were The Last of Us Remastered, I would have died to clicker. And also it helps that Ellie has a fucking machete. I think I like Ellie in this game. She's a stone cold killer.
Watch out, she's a killer.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be important later. And trust me, you're not gonna like Ellie when you figure out what's going to happen later.
What do you mean, Moshe? Ellie's the hero. I think.
You might want to hold on to that thought. Just store it away for later.
Alright, I will. But, where are we headed next?
From what I remember of this plot, we're supposed to be headed to a synagogue.
Did Ellie gain a religion via the time skip, or is Squidward religious?
Methinks Squidward is. Ellie, I'm very religious, and I need to play my clarinet solo.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't squeeze your nose like that, Moshi.
Yeah, I already regret it. My nose hurts. Look at her goddamn schnoz! Like, it shouldn't be that big.
But it is.
Hey, Ellie. This place is a synagogue.
Right on the money, Squid Buns.
Yep.
How can you tell? One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And two, I didn't burst into flames just now, so...
Burst into flames?
It's just a dumb joke.
Ah, so Squidward is Jewish.
Shut it.
Interesting.
This place brings
Meh, it doesn't make her any less of a bisexual piece of cardboard, but that's honestly just my opinion.
Nah.
Gina is what I like to call bisexual cardboard. No personality whatsoever except that she cares about Ellie, but that's it.
Made it out alive. Barely.
Got a lot to say about Squidward, don't ya?
I think her inclusion in this game was absolutely pointless if my rant from a few episodes ago wasn't any indication. Like, Squidward is just there to be eye candy for Ellie, and that's honestly a bit off-putting.
Meh, what you gonna do? Fucking day 5 of editing this video, and we're only down to like 49 minutes in length. According to what I'm looking at, anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks, but we do have 2 other videos recorded alongside this, so yeah.
Oh, and Potato, isn't this the time where you stealth some infected and they don't even see you?
Yeah, and I did it completely by chance, too. I did not think that this was going to work.
Got that Joseph Joestar thinking, don't ya?
I just thought of this plan on a whim, because all I did was create 2 Molotov cocktails, threw one at the nearest infected, and then threw it at his friends.
You're either a madman or a genius. I'm just going to say that you're both. And I don't say that about you very often.
No, you do not, Moshi. You could stand to do it more.
Don't push it.
Right. Molotov! Not yet. Just gotta aim it. Aim it. Alright. How am I gonna take this?
Well, you take it like that.
Molotov away. And those infected don't even see where the fuck I came from. And now to take care of the rest of this. Yeet!
I like how all of his friends basically burned to death while trying to attack you or put out the fire.
Who knew that the infected were smart enough to try to put out fire?
And look at how they still burn with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Yes, indeed. I am very proud of myself for pulling that off.
Shit. The fuck happened here?
Tommy did this.
This? No way.
It was definitely him. He's one of the ones that killed Joel.
Shit. There's another one over here.
I don't recognize him. He was using them against each other.
How?
Joel told me about this. You ask this guy a question, but you don't make him say it, you make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not,
You fuck him up?
yeah.
East 1. Another gate code?
Looks like it.
This just happened now. He can't be far off.
Yeah.
Come on. We can get out this way. Maybe catch up with Tommy.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that something bad is about to happen.
What do you mean, Moshi?
Squidward and Ellie, have had way too much good luck. Like, finding the gas for the generators, opening all these gates without any issue, and there hasn't been any resistance, minus the infected. Yeah, things are going way too easy for them, is what I'm saying. I have a feeling that the two of them are gonna get ambushed.
What makes you say that, Moshi?
Well, remember they were talking about the WLF or Washington Liberation Front? So, yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna be attacked at some point. Probably in the next few minutes.
Well, we're doing this post-commentary, so...
Yeah, right. So, I think we know very damn well what's about to happen. You can stop looking unamused at any time, Ellie.
Yeet on horse, then ride on horseback again.
Yep,
I say we find shelter
we've been riding on horseback for most of this game.
high up so we can scope out the area.
I like that idea.
Okay.
Epic foreshadowing there, just saying, because...
Bye, Squidward. I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Nah, couldn't be. No, horsey! Actually, he wasn't important.
Well, for mobility purposes, he was. Shoot this prick. What are you doing?
Ellie gets abused in the game cliche.
Yep, this game likes to shit on Ellie. A lot. And the death of Joel was the start of it.
How'd you find us?
Asked about a dude with a bitch scar across his face.
It's funny. How many came with you? Just you two?
You can't stop this.
Jordan! You're supposed to be out looking for the other one. What the fuck is this?
You know the smuggler that we killed out in Jackson?
Yeah?
This girl was there.
What?
They're coming after us. That's why Nick was fucked up like that. We gotta get her to Isaac. We gotta tell him exactly what's going on.
Yeah, well, I just got off the radio with Isaac. And we got a new mandate. Kill all trespassers.
Oh, hold up. That doesn't make any sense.
Direct order, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out what she knows.
I don't give a fuck what she knows. You saw what she did to the others?
You have no idea how many people she might be with. This might be an ambush,
I don't care
Mike.
how many people she's with. We will find them. We will kill them.
Can you just think for yourself for a quick
Jordan, get
second
the
right
fuck
now?
out of
Can
my
you-
way.
Dynamic Squidward.
Yep, and I thought Squidward was about to die.
Well, she might now, considering she landed flat on her ass. And her GF is tied up at the moment.
Come here.
Not if we have anything to say about it, because we unfortunately have to continue the game. And Squidward is currently getting her shit choked out, so you might want to do something about that, Ellie. Preferably with this glass shard and it going someone's ass. Probably the guy who was interrogating you, but that's just a playful thought.
Let the onslaught commence.
Yes, indeed.
Right in the neck. Jesus.
By unnamed person who I already forgot about.
Okay? Mostly.
Thanks for the save, Squidward.
Ellie. Ellie.
I think the game wanted to drive in the fact that you poked that guy in the jugular.
She's one of them.
Ellie is not fucking around this time.
Station on that map?
No, she is not. I think in the last game she at least had a reaction to killing faults, but now she's a stone cold killer. Oh, and human enemies. Almost forgot. We're gonna be facing the WLF a lot in this game, and here's where The Last of Us Part 2 also fails, because the game gives these mooks names. For example, that guy we just shot was named Miles. So if you down a human enemy's teammates, they'll shout out their names
How many guys did you see?
in an attempt to make you feel bad for killing the mooks. Fuck off. Like, if I'm playing a game where I'm fighting for my life, I don't want to know the mooks' names. They are not important to me. I am just trying to fucking survive. So, you trying to gain sympathy points for giving the enemies names where the first game didn't even do that. Fuck you. Fuck off. And just Fuck off!
Yeah, at least in the turf wars that I do, I don't know the names of my Inkling competitors. I just want to splat them all.
Yeah, sure. Call me a lack of empathy, and call me a guy with a lack of empathy. It's been done before, but if I'm fighting for my goddamn life in the goddamn post-apocalypse, I don't want to know my enemies' names. I just want to shoot them so I can stay alive. And besides, we don't know these mooks. They're not important to the story. They're just a generic militant brand of raiders. Like, fuck off.
We on the rooftop, motherfuckers!
Yes, indeed. Now we just need to find a way around these WLF soldiers that are patrolling the area. I recommend sneaky, because, like I said a few minutes ago, Ellie can't take much of a hit without getting shot in the face. So yeah, that's fun. Squeewa! Protect me with your giant nose!
The mooks are talking. You might want to listen in.
Oh, and here's where the game emphasizes stealth. Because we got mooks patrolling the area, and if even one of them detects us, it's gonna be a problem.
We need to stop this now.
No, what you need to do is get choked out by Ellie Williams. I mean, what was her last name? I think her last name was Williams, I don't know. Alright, come here, mook. I am just going to wipe the floor with you real quick.
Right in the goddamn jugular!
Yep, and I think that was a dash kill.
Dash kill!
Oh no, we have been detected.
Yep.
Ugh. Fuck you! I really hope no one else heard that because...
I think that's all of them.
And what was his name?
Find out.
Not gonna tell us, game? That's what I thought. Just a bunch of mooks getting mooked because they are mooks.
Yep, just a bunch of jobbers.
Can we go down there?
I would advise against it because, remember, you never know what's a steep ledge in this game.
Yep, very true. Like Huron said, don't trust the ledges because of the Uncharted games.
At least Uncharted is more fun than this. Story-wise, anyway. Oh, thank God we cut this down to like 30 minutes.
Yeah, at least from what I'm seeing in Premiere Pro as I'm editing this. Yeah, I have got to stop recording long-hour videos because it really burns me the fuck out. Considering I have to edit everything in, cut everything down, just to make sure that it's long enough to garner attention or keep interest in my videos, but,
At least we're doing something fun after this, Potato. Look at it that way.
yeah, right. Because Moshi and I did record two videos, and we're going to upload them back to back once we're done editing The Last of Us Part 2. And this is only Part 6! We haven't even stepped back into Abby's shoes. Not that I want to, but it's required if we want to finish this game. And I have this distinct, lingering feeling that we've only just started.
Let's go get Leah.
Considering we're on day 1 of Seattle, yeah, we got a long way to go.
Fuck me. With that being said, I think we've done enough for one episode as Ellie has broken her legs. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode of The Last of Us Part 2, I apologize for it coming out so late. Please leave a like and a comment to let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, ladies and gentlemen,
See ya!
Bye.